Hey Taurus besties, and welcome to my channel, blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Join my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. I'll wait for some of y'all to come up in here. Before we get started, good afternoon, Twisted. Good afternoon. How are you? Kimberly, good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Emily, good afternoon. We are getting rain. We most definitely are. I gotta go drop my baby stuff off after I finish these readings because he's gonna be upset if I don't bring his laptop. Well, his gaming laptop to him soon. So I told him not to text me or call me while I am live, but hey, if we get an interruption, it's him. Most likely. Could be somebody else, but it's him. Well, I'm happy that you're here too. They closed. Yeah, they did. They closed the schools early. I think he should be getting out in about 7 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, from the text messages that they kept sending. I am good. I am good. I'm a lot better. Whatever I was experiencing those past 3 years was probably just texts and isolation and probably karmic lessons I needed to learn or experience. So I'm good now, I think. I feel like it. I don't fucking know. Do I look like I'm getting thicker? I'm probably not, but I feel like I look thicker, but it may be just the ponytail or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Probably not. I feel like I haven't been eating enough to even make that comment. But anywho, this is your Dear Past Self reading. So the other day, I can't remember if I had a dream or it was a vision. And if it was a vision, it was a very strong vision. But it could have been a dream. But I don't know which one it is. But all I knew is I was meant to give the message. I just didn't give it the other day because it just wasn't, I didn't feel called to do it until today. Well, it was raining. I was sitting in the car. But either way, like I said, this is your dear. Thank you. You know, we be sort of working on ourselves a little bit, not really. But yeah, this is your Dear Past Self reading. Let's go ahead and get started. Taurus. I should be moving on to Leo right after this. I feel like this reading is going to take a minute, only because with like you guys and Leo at least, I'd be talking a little bit too much. Because you guys show up. So when you show up, you like pump my energy up. Aries and Scorpio, they don't necessarily show up to their lives, so it'd be really quick. I just be running through it. It'd be like a routine. But anywho, so let's see what's unfolding. What is the outcome? So when it comes from your future self, so this reading is from your future self and stuff. So what's unfolding, Spirit? What's the outcome? Or future self? You know who I'm talking to. Shoot. What's unfolding? What's the outcome for Taurus? Take out motherfucker resonate though. And when a motherfucker resonate. I don't know when it's supposed to happen for you. Just take out motherfucker resonate. God's rejection is God's protection. God's protection is God's rejection. No, God's rejection is God's protection. Whichever way that's supposed to be said. But you have outer strength. I feel like you had this in your last reading when I used this deck, but I don't remember if it was you or someone else. I don't remember. But you see how that rejection is there? But you have a new opportunity here, right? So there's something that you're going to get rejected on. You could have already got rejected on it, right? Something that you really do want, you've been wanting for a while, but Spirit is saying you're going to get that no. You're going to get that no. So there's something that I feel like you may be waiting some time for, right? I want to hear back from it. It could be a job application that you put in and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the time to come for you to get, some type of feedback. But Spirit is saying if it has not happened already, the answer is going to be no. But there's a reason why you are going to get that no. Okay, there's going to be a reason why you're going to get the no. Do I want this deck again? No, I don't. It's going to confuse me. It's going to be a reason why you're going to get that no. You have the sands of time. Spirit has something better for you. You have something good coming your way, Taurus. You just got to wait a minute on it. Don't try to push the pedal to the metal to force it to happen. Anything that you have to force is not meant for you. You have the Willow. And you have the Architect. So there's something that I feel like Spirit has. My allergies. Well planned, well thought out. It's well thought out. It's a well thought out plan. And it's not just Spirit, like your future self. This is well thought out. So you currently may be in the energy of, I got to make this happen. I want to rush this. I don't have the time for this. But your future self is saying, when I look back at the position we are in now, I realized I did not need to rush anything. Nothing ever needed to be rushed, right? Just stay with me. Hold on. You have 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands. The Hermit. You can't see it now. You won't see it now. But you're already doing the small things matter. You're already doing the small things to head in that direction. You're already noticing them, even if you don't think you're noticing them. You have the Ace of Swords. There is a messenger. I don't think about any of the readings. There is a messenger showing up for you, Taurus. There is a message. You're going to receive a message. Now, this may come through the form of some type of text message. It all depends on what you applied for or what you signed up for. You may be signing up for something. You could be signing up for school. You could be signing up for, let's say, like a show. You could be signing up for some email thing or whatever. I don't know. But there is a message that you're going to receive. 4 Swords. And you have the Fool. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now, I do feel 5 Pentacles underneath that. I do feel it does have something to do with your finances, Taurus. Something that you're going to end up building, but Spirit is saying you're not going to build. You're not going to build it now. You're going to build. Hold on. It's not going to be completed now, but it will be completed in the future. This one here is going to take time to build. It needs some type of substance, right? So think about it this way. If it's built really quickly, then it can be destroyed really quickly. But if you take your time with it, you can figure out what belongs, what doesn't belong. You can, take things out, you can add things in, you could take things out, add things in, and make it even stronger. What your future self is saying is what's coming your way, what you are working on, it has to be built from the ground up. What's the words? It has to have a leg to stand on. It has to be built from the ground up. How do I say it? Solid. I don't really know the word I'm looking for. Like, it has to be solid. Like, there cannot be something in the structure. what's those things called? Can't be any kinks in the structure. You know what word I'm looking for? And I don't know why I keep drinking this. It's gonna hurt my stomach. Can't be any. Anybody know the word I'm looking for? I'm not gonna be able to move past it. So we're gonna have to just throw out ideas. Oh damn. It's gonna be a pretty long read. Like fractures. Well, I guess we can say fractures. Like there can't be any fractures in the structure. Like I feel like there's another word. Damage. Can't be any damage in your structure, right? Can't be any faults in your structure. Like it has to be solid. Meaning there's no snakes in your structure, right? So let's just say like you're trying to build a business, right? You can't have any snakes in your business. You can't find out later on that there was somebody always plotting against you. There was somebody always stealing from you, right? You could have had a successful business. You could have become a millionaire by now, but now you have to find out later on that you've been missing money, that someone's been skimming money, someone's been cheating you, right? I feel like they're saying when it comes to the end, you make it there, but while the position that you're in now, with what it is that you're learning now to get to where you're going to be, um, you have to take your time because there's a lot of things that's going to be coming at you, whether you like it or not. Because some of y'all ain't going to want to hear, you're going to be like, well, that's not my life. Well, hey, you deal with how you deal with it. But there's a lot of things that's going to be coming at you. There's a lot of people that are going to want to participate in what it is that you're doing, but they do not belong. But because you have not yet learned the lesson or the value of the importance of surveilling, verifying people, right? Like background checks or whatever else it is. Hold on. You can fall victim to that, right? You're susceptible to that. So it's like you may not be able to afford right now to do a background check on people, right? But let's say you're in the position, take it as an example, you're in the position of hiring people. You got this new project that you want to work on. You now want to start hiring people because you made it, to another step. But you can't afford to do background checks on people. So the only thing that you can go off is your intuition. But Spirit is saying, your intuition isn't going to really serve you right now because your intuition is only going to take you but so far. There are now factual things that you can do, scientific things that you can do as far as doing a background check, right? So it's like before you reach this relationship, you have to know who you're in bed with, basically, is what Spirit is saying. Before you create this business, you have to know who you're in bed with. But you have to find another way that you can find out who you're in bed with. So there's something that you can't afford right now, or you haven't considered right now, but you will. But Spirit is saying you have to take your time. Don't try to rush it. So don't try to just hop in bed with anyone. Don't try to just hire anyone, right? Same thing. Don't try to just hop in bed with any person, place, or thing just because you need it right now. Spirit is saying, I want you to think about your future self. I want you to think about the long run, not the quick stuff, okay? Don't just think about what you need right now. You don't need it that bad, is what they're saying here. Reject it. And if you don't reject it, Spirit's going to be rejecting it. And you're going to be wondering, well, why is it not happening for me? Ariella, good afternoon. Why is it not happening to me? Why is it not happening for me? And Spirit is saying, because I'm looking out for you. I'm protecting you. It's not right. Yes, you want it right now, but you need to take your time because you need to vet these people. Vet. You need to vet these people because if you do not vet these people, places, or things, your structure, when you finally feel like you're complete and you're on top, is going to crash. It is going to crash. Okay? So whatever it is that you're building or you're wanting to build or you will soon want to build, you're going to have to take your time with it. And I'm not saying like go slow, like continuously move forward, but you're going to have to take your time with it because Spirit is saying there are people, places, and things that are still going to affect your life, that are still going to come into your life that you're not going to see coming. Okay, you haven't learned the lesson on it yet. So if you slow down, you'll be able to learn the lesson that's needed and X out whatever is not needed and continue on, right? At the end of the day, what I feel like your outcome is, there is something that you will obtain, whatever it is that you're wanting now, okay? Whether that is your finances, it has something to do with your finances, it has something to do with your love life, because all of you are different. You're not going to want the same thing. Me, I'm not worried about love, so love is not my thing. I'm not worried about that. I already know that's not my outcome. Not right now. Yolanda, good afternoon. But everybody's different. All of you are different. No matter if you're Taurus or Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever. There's something that you're going to obtain, but they're saying you're going to have to take your time. So I'm going to break this down to the example again before we move on. If you're wanting a relationship, that dating phase, stop rushing into, I want to be in I'm going to be in this relationship with this person, because Spirit is saying you didn't vet them. You're only going off of what you already know. There's still things that you have to learn, right? Stay with me, don't lose me. So, of course, you're going to have somebody come in your life that's going to seem like exactly what you prayed for, right? But you don't know much about this person to know that they are exactly what you prayed for. Yes, they showed up. You asked the universe, they showed up, and they seem like they're everything that you asked the universe for. But Spirit is saying this is the process where you vet. You take your time. You go out on dates. You vet them, right? You may pull your own background check. And if they don't like it, then you need to get up out of there, because why they don't want you to do a background check on them? And then it may not be a physical background check. It may be some of you guys just need to pay attention more to the red flags, to your intuition. What is Spirit telling you? What are you feeling, right? If those butterflies come up, why are you having butterflies? Why are you nervous around this person? So if it comes to a job or a business or whatnot, you're hiring clients, you're trying to get into the door of something that you feel is right for you. I'm going to put in this application, but Spirit is saying, well, what have you learned about this business? What have you learned about the business that you want to begin? What have you learned about the business that you want to join? Do you know anything about this company? Do you know what they stand for? Right? If you don't find out now, you are going to lose it all, is basically what Spirit is saying, or your future self is saying. Now, your future self is already in the predicament of already having it, right? So they made it there. You're getting the message that you need to take your time and you need to vet. I don't care how crazy you may look, right? You need to vet these people, places, and things, okay? So, for instance, like if I go out on a date, I don't care how crazy I look. I really do not care. But I will send this person's license plate to everybody in my circle. I will ask them their first and last name. How do you spell it? Do you got a Facebook? Do you got Instagram? Like, I'm going to pull it all. I'm going to do the color of the car, the type of car it is, whatever information I can figure out, I can find out, because what you're not going to do is think you're going to drop me off in the middle of the desert. That's just not going to happen. Okay. But, I'm going to vet. And even that is not that's only a small part of vetting, because I can send your information out, but I still have to know more about you, because I may feel like I can trust you now enough to go out on this date, but can I trust you with my life? Can I trust you with, my feelings? Can I trust you with, my children? Can I trust you? What more is there, is basically what your future self is saying. This is the part of your life where you need to start vetting everything. Everything gets examined. Everything gets examined. Don't skip anything, okay? Because you may start having to reject a lot of these things until you're down to nobody, right? You may have a huge friend group right now. Let's just say, and I don't know how people have these groups, okay? I don't understand it. You want a lot of attention, unnecessary attention, but you may have like 10 friends. You may have like 20 friends in your group. You have not vetted all those people. There's no way you can vet all those people. You knew them at one point in time. 2 of them may be your friends, and the other 18 are associates. You don't know them. You don't know them. You have to vet them. You have all made cliques within a big group. Everybody else is your associates. They're not your friends. You don't know them. I don't care if you know half the things that's going on in their life. You don't know majority of the things that's going on in their life, and vice versa, right, with you. So it's like Spirit saying, you got a huge group of 20 people. You need to vet these people, because a lot of them don't belong. Okay, a lot of them don't belong. So now is the stage in your life. Don't lose me because I know it's a lot, but now is the stage where you start vetting the people in your life. Do they belong? Do I want to take them where I'm going? Okay, you don't have to know where you're going because you already know where you're going. You know why you know where you're going? Because your dreams tell you where you're going. When you get there is when you get there, okay? But your dreams, the dreams that you have, are already telling you your destination. It's just a matter of when you get there. So when I become this millionaire, do I want this person around me? I need to start vetting them. Do they fit the image that I'm going to have? Do they fit the life that I'm going to have? Can I trust them around my spouse when I am married? Yes, I'm single and they're around me now. We're having fun and everything else, but I also watch the way they move, right? This person doesn't mind messing with the married man or a married woman. Yeah, they're my best friend and I tell them everything, blah, blah, blah. But they don't mind doing that to other people, right? Yes, they so-called love me, but they love the single me. I don't have nobody right now. So if they're okay with messing around with married men or a married woman, can I trust them with my marriage? I may not have a marriage now, but my dreams tell me I will have a marriage. I need to vet this person. And me vetting them says, no, I cannot trust them. I cannot trust them. I don't care how much they love me or whatever else it is. If they could betray someone else's sacred union, what would they do to me? Betray me. It doesn't matter. I'm no different from anyone else. I'm a person like anyone else. Apparently, they need love or they're desiring something that they can't find within their own, right? So that says my dreams will be shattered. It will be shattered. Even if they didn't sleep with them, what's going to happen? You're going to have a third will because they need someone. They want to be around. And then you're going to start questioning later on when it's too late. Why do they always want to, tag along with my marriage? Why do they always got a lot to say when it comes to my marriage? They don't understand what's going on in my marriage. They're always planting bad seeds when it comes to my marriage. They're always telling me to stay with me. They're always telling me to leave my relationship. They're always, you see what I mean? So your future self is saying you need to start vetting everybody in your life right now. Pay attention to your dreams. What are your goals in life? I don't care if they seem so far away. Spirit is saying it matters, or your future self is saying it matters. Okay? Vet the person, vet the place, and vet the thing. And your things are going to be probably whatever you're hoarding on to. Do you really need it? Do you really need it? Do you really not want it? Do you need it? Do you need this person around? Do you need this job around? Does this job even really need you? Okay, and if not, it's time to vet and it's time to reject and it's time to move on, right? Because you're building something, you're trying to get to something, you have goals at the end of the day, and Spirit is saying you can't establish it or keep the foundation as solid as you want it to if you don't start vetting things now. People, places, and things. Now let's move on. So, what's the progress or work you will need to put in? Taurus, good afternoon. What is the progress or work Taurus will need to put in? You have the page of Raphael, which I believe is the page of cups. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships. We just said it. Relationships or social invitation. Great intuitive insights. What's the progress or work Taurus will need to put in? Yeah, the Queen of Michael, Queen of Swords. You know exactly what to do. See? Because you know your goal already. And if you don't know your goal, you are lost. You can't vet anybody. You can't vet anybody. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what your outcome is going to be because you don't have a goal. You don't have a dream. Make it realistic. Make it something that you really desire. I don't care, even if it's unrealistic. There's a reality for it, right? There's a version of you that has that unrealistic thing. Think about how many people in this world have gained a position in life that they never thought they would have. Never thought they would have. You can even take me as an example. I never thought I'd be doing this, ever. It was against everything that I stood for at the time. If we look back on my future self, what does it say? You need to vet the church. You need to vet these people that you're hanging around, right? You need to vet these churchgoers that you're always around, because your future is within tarot or within your abilities. You're going to end up opening those gifts up. And I can say right now, I can say, oh, my past self didn't know that. No, my past self knew. I told people on the live the other day, I would always, drive past tarot shops or psychic shops. And even though I was against it, I was always staring at it like, I wonder what it's about. But no. And I would keep driving. And then I would drive past again and do the same thing over and over. My future self was already calling me to it. I just didn't know it exactly because I wouldn't allow myself to sit in it. So my future self, which will be me now, will be telling my past self, you need to vet these churchgoers because they're not who they say they are, right? They don't hold the beliefs that they claim they do, right? Either way, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. So like I said, I feel like it's more financial than anything else, but still. Mac, good afternoon. What's the progress or work Taurus will need to put in? And you have solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. You have the Page of Swords. Every time you get to something, hold on, you need to vet like crazy. Vet like crazy. Every and anything. Question every and anything in your life. Like I said, I don't care how crazy it may seem. And people may tell you you're paranoid and you're tripping. I don't know who's reading until then. I'm going to stop paying attention to the readings. People may say that you're paranoid or you're tripping, but no. Your higher self is saying you need to pay attention to every little thing. It matters. Not to the point that you get consumed in it, but you need to question it. At least a moment. Take a moment. Should I be going in this club? What purpose does this club do for me if I go into this club? What am I going to get out of this? Literally, what am I going to get out of going into that club? What am I going to get? Do I need a fun time? Is that going to serve me? Okay, well, if it serves me, then yeah, I'm going to go in this club. But if you sit here and you say going in this club isn't going to do anything for me, I'm not going to make no money from it, I'm not really even going to enjoy myself, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. There may even be a best friend's birthday party. It is what it is. Hey, I ain't telling you not to go, and I ain't telling you to go. But there may be a best friend's birthday party where you're like, I don't even want to go. Why don't you want to go? Stay with me. Don't lose me here. Why don't you want to go to your best friend's birthday party? You know why? Because you don't know that person, right? Whatever version they are right now, you don't know that person. But what you do know is you don't like that person. It's not that you don't want to go to the birthday party. You don't like that person. It's time for you to start vetting. We're going to have to X out this relationship because I'm holding on to an unnecessary friendship. That's why I don't want to go to the birthday party. It's not the party. It's the person. You have the World. I don't want to go into this job. I love my coworkers, but I hate this job, right? Or I love this job. I hate my coworkers. One or the other, right? Or it could be all of the above. Who knows? You got the Devil. I should have used my inhaler. I should have brought it with me and stop leaving it at the house. Or do I got one? No, it's raining anyway. I ain't going back out there. Excuse me. You have the King of Swords. Now look at them. You got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Right? There's no in between. The decision needs to be made. A decision, they need to be placed wherever you can place them at in your life. Wherever you can place them at in your life. Nope, I keep going back to whose reading did I do. Anyway, you need to place them wherever you need to be able to place them at in your life. They need to have a role. If they don't have a starring role in your life, why are they present? Why are they present? Now, you will have, extras, associates, extras that just show up here and there. But if they don't have a starring role that's meaningful, they should not be placed there. So your life is a movie. Your life is literally a movie. They only come through your eyes. You only see what you're able to see. Literally. I can only see what's in this room. I don't know what's anything that's going on out there. And I can only let who I want to let in, because, it's my life. It's my starring role right now. Right now, in this room that I'm in, this is, what I'm allowing myself to see. You guys have a starring role in my life currently. But in a minute, you won't, right? In a minute, you won't. I'm going to move on to Leo, and then Leo's going to have the starring role. And then you're going to kind of become the extra that's just kind of floating out there. And right now, I have a starring role, right? It's my movie. Sorry. It's not really my movie. It's really your movie, but you're kind of looking at me. So I'm like the star of the movie. Sorry. My bad. But either way, like I'm saying, before I pump my little self up a little bit, just give me a moment to finish pumping myself up. But either way it goes. Right now, this is still your movie. It's just you're choosing to let me be the star of the movie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so beautiful. But either way it goes, eventually I won't be the star. You're going to turn the shit off and you're going to move on to somebody else. Okay. And then they're going to be the star. It's basically whatever you're allowing in spirit, your future self, spirit, because I'm going to keep saying spirit. I'm talking about your future self. Okay. It's saying to you, you have to dictate and be in charge of what you're allowing yourself to see. I'm glad Khalid's not here because he's shown up would be pissed off at me about his channel. After hearing that message, he'd be like, well, what about my movie? So good thing he's not here. I'm gonna get back to his channel eventually. If you want to go support my baby's channel, it's KP's Tarot. It's down below in the description box. You have to use the link because I haven't posted a video in a very long time, so it doesn't populate. But I will be over there. Eventually, I really, truly will. Okay, he wants to go back. But I think he wants to do gaming. He wants to start streaming, and I don't know anything about it. Hopefully they don't call me back again. They might fuck my live up, and I'm going to get upset. You have the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, though. That's the only thing. I don't know how to do it. What cameras I need to buy, how to switch it. I don't know how to do nothing. And I haven't put in the work to try to figure it out. But he got excited the other day because him and his little friend were doing something. He came to me. He was like, we're streamers now. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I need to pay more attention. But either way, he was really excited. Oh, and then you have the 4 of Cups. So either way it goes. The progress that you need to make, Spirit is saying, this is your movie. Okay? You need to assign who has a starring role in your life. From the time you walk into a building, who's the star of your movie? Outside of you. Because you can't look at yourself. When you are not in the mirror, right now I'm staring at myself. So technically I'm the star because I can see myself. But when I walk into a building, who is the star of this movie? Outside of me, I know I'm a star, but I can't see me. I can't watch me. So what am I giving my attention to? What am I giving my attention to? So when it comes to the goal, don't forget the goal. You can't see the goal, okay? Don't lose me here because I have to figure out how to explain this. The goal is you when you walk into the room, right? You can't see the goal. You can't see yourself. You might be able to see your hand, okay, or your body, but you can't see your face, right? And 9 times out of 10, you're really not looking at yourself. You're looking somewhere else. The goal is you, Okay, now let me bring it back. Give me a sec because I get too many details. Who holds the starring role within, your dreams, within your goal? When you walk into that room, where does your dream fall? Where does your dream fall? Like, hold on. What are you giving your attention to? Whatever you're giving your attention to needs to always hold a space to get you to your dream, to your goal. And if it does not, you need to vet it. You need to vet it. Okay, anything that you're giving your attention to, you need to vet it. Does this help me accomplish anything that deals with my goal, that deals with my dream? Does this help get me a step closer? If it does not, I need to go ahead and vet it and be like, yeah, I'm going to stop entertaining this conversation. I'm going to stop entertaining this person. I'm going to stop entertaining this relationship. I'm going to stop entertaining this job. It's not even what I want. I'm going to stop entertaining it. And I'm going to start entertaining things that get me closer to my goal. What is it that you want, Taurus? You already got it figured out. But your future self is saying you need to stop betraying yourself. You need to stop hurting yourself. Okay? You need to stop ignoring what you want. You know what you want already. Stop taking it for granted. Okay? So this gives me more of because I can't see the goal. Stay with me. Because I can't see the goal, I get distracted. I get sidetracked. I get forgetful. I put it on the back burner because the goal seems nowhere in sight, right? But you don't forget that you exist just because you can't see yourself. You don't forget that you exist. You know that you exist, right? You can feel your heart beating. You can feel when your throat is hurting or something. You can feel when you're in pain. Literally, if you walk past something and you cut yourself, you can feel that. So you know that you exist. Okay? So you know that that goal exists. A lot of you guys believe in God or whatever higher power you believe in. You can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see the spirit. But you know that it exists. And spirit is saying the same thing with your goal. You know that goal exists. Stop forgetting about it. You don't forget about yourself. You can't see yourself unless you're staring in the mirror. So you can't see the goal unless you're staring at the goal, right? I wrote this down. There's the goal. But when I close this book up, I can't see the goal anymore. Spirit is saying, stop forgetting what your goal is, what your dream is, just because you went into a building for ice cream, just because you went to go hang out with your friends. Every conversation that you entertain needs to have a purpose. It needs to have a purpose. It needs to have a place. It needs to have a box that you put it in. Because if not, why is it starring in your movie? There are unnecessary things that you are entertaining that are nothing but distractions. Why is it present? Does that fulfillment get you any closer? Does that relationship get you any closer? Okay? That's the progress you need to make. Make it make sense. Let's move on. So, how will your life change, Taurus? Afro! Good afternoon. How you been, girls? Oh, that's a good quote. I was about to say who said that, but I read it. Mm-hmm. How will your life change, Taurus? And don't forget, if you have not signed up for the accountability group, it's still open. Go sign your ass up. Okay, you take it forever. We can't even start just yet. So go to my website, blahscrystalsale.com, and sign up for the accountability group. Damn it! And you have to have a Facebook though, because that's where it's at. Also, today is the last day to sign up for the 11th hour ritual. So check that out on my website as well. It's underneath group rituals. Either way, that will be done on 1/11, which is in 2 days. How will Taurus's life change? Kiss, good afternoon. How will Taurus's life change? Kiss it better, baby. I don't know a damn song. Well, there's going to be some changes. You got discontent and boredom. Your life is going to be fulfilling. It's going to be fulfilling. Because why? You're going to stop entertaining unnecessary things. Your movie is about to get real interesting instead of boring. Nothing's happening in my life. It's about to get real interesting. Now listen and hear me clearly. Take this as an example. When I entertain people, men, and I don't care who judges me, I don't give a damn. Okay. I found out last night that I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Timophilia. Timophilia. I don't know. But I am in love with money. So if you want to win me over, I want your money. Gold and wealth, basically. That's what that means. Attracted to gold and wealth. Yep. And then I also realized that I'm a demisexual. So I need an emotional attachment. Well, I already knew that. I just didn't know what it was called. But those are the two things there, right? But my emotional connection is probably going to come from your wealth. Because if we're sitting in feelings, love, and everything else, granted, I am a Cancer. I don't sit there. So stay with me, don't lose me here. So I'm going to create an emotional connection due to the fact that you excited me with your money. What do you spend on me? What are you giving me? So if you want any type of attention from me, your money must talk. Okay, it is what it is. But stay with me, don't lose me here. So I have realized entertaining people that don't have what I desire is boring. It's just boring. You can't hold my attention. I don't care how much I try to fake it. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy the feelings. I don't enjoy the love aspect or whatever else it is. Yes, I can give that. But I'm typically only going to give that when I'm fulfilled, right? Stay with me. Don't lose me. So entertaining someone that does not have the gold or the wealth that I need, or they don't focus it on me, it's boring. So what happens to my movie? It's boring. My goal is, if it comes down to a relationship, I want the money. That's the type of relationship I want. I want the money when it comes to me. I want the money when it comes to them. If that's not our focus, my movie is boring. But if that is our focus, that is the star of my movie. So every time I walk into a room, that's what I'm searching for. That's what I'm seeking. When I go out on a date, that's what I'm searching for. That's what I'm seeking. That is the star of my movie. Why? Because that is the goal. That is the end goal in mind. So anytime I go on a date, those are the questions I'm asking. And I don't care who says, oh, you're a gold digger. I don't care. Okay. Those are the type of questions I'm asking. Can you, do you, and I'm listening very, very clearly. Okay. Because I'm vetting. I'm vetting. Even when they think I'm not vetting, I'm vetting. And I may not specifically ask. I may ask in different ways so you don't know what I'm asking. But I'll listen to the things that you say. And I'll be like, oh, they can't afford it. They can't afford it. I'll watch. Okay. I told you guys this many times, but listen. I'll watch when we go out on a date. Like if we go to a bar or something, I don't really care because I like to drink. So if they close that tab before asking me if I want anything, I'm about to dip out. They can't afford. And they're selfish. I'm about to dip out. Right? If they what is it? Look at the check and be like, how much is it? What did I spend? I'm vetting and I'm about to dip out. You can't afford it, right? So if I add on anything extra in the future, you're already going to make a big deal out of it. My movie is already boring because the goal that I have in mind, in my bougie ass mind, you can't keep up with it. So I'm bored now and I'm damn sure going to be bored later. This is the best you can do or the best you're willing to do. And I'm not about to pull. I'm not about to pull. Okay. So in my movie, it's boring. But if you're the type of person where, you want another one, do you want anything before I close it or whatever? Okay, I'm vetting and I can do this again. Okay. But I may not be able to do it later because I'm going to keep vetting, right? Until I get what I desire. If it comes down to, oh, well, I'm looking for this type of woman, or, if they come out their mouth and they say, what is it? Women always want a man to, I'm exiting. Why? Because my movie is boring. Why? Because what is my goal? My goal is the money. Okay, it's always the money. I don't really care. It's always the money. That is my goal. Now, I'm not the top tier type of. I need to have like $1 million. You need to buy me the Birkin and everything else. I'm not that. But honestly, I'm probably not that yet. Okay, that's probably the problem here. But either way it goes, vetting. The goal in mind is the money at the end of the day. So I'm not just going to take any job, because if I take any job, the star of my eyes is money. So if I take any job that pays me less than I desire, bored, bored. If I take any relationship that can't afford me, I'm bored. The star of the movie, which is me always, because I am the goal, is bored, right? You got stand your ground at the bottom. Give me a sec. So, how your life will change, Spirit is saying, if you keep the goal in mind and you always remember the goal, you will never, ever get here. If you are in this energy, it's because the goal is not in mind. The goal is not in mind. The goal is always in mind. Your relationships, your jobs, your friendships. The goal is always in mind. I will not hang around somebody that does not have anything going on. Nothing going on. Now, when it comes to my friendships, you don't have to have a bunch of money and everything else. I don't really care about that. Okay, because I'm not fucking you. But you have to be like a go-getter, right? We have to kind of share the same energy. If we don't, you don't have nothing going on. I'm bored. We don't have nothing to talk about. I'm gonna probably bail out soon. You're gonna hear less and less from me because you just don't got nothing going on for me. I'm bored, right? Discontent. How will your life change? You have the moon. How will Taurus's life change? Shit. Damn, this could be about damn near 2 hours. Hope y'all got the popcorn. Sorry. How will Taurus's life change? Any day now, it will change. Look at that Tower and the King of Pentacles. You won't see it anymore. You won't see it anymore. You won't see anything anymore. Hold on. You won't see it anymore. You got the moon. You won't see it anymore. Whatever discontentment or boredom you have been dealing with, whatever rejection you have been dealing with, Spirit is saying you won't even notice it anymore. You won't even notice the brokies around you anymore. Okay? Whatever your goal is. I see myself as an example, right? You won't even attract it anymore. That's how your life is going to change. They exist, okay? But not outside your box. I mean, they only exist outside your box. Is my camera freezing? Okay, that was freezing for a second. But they only exist outside your box. They won't exist in your world anymore. You won't attract it anymore. If the goal is always in mind, you won't attract it anymore. And you know why you won't attract it anymore? Because you become what your goal is. You become it. You live it. You breathe it. So when I walk into, let's just say, I walk into a bar, they already know they're not going to approach me unless they're spending money. And if, let's just say they do kind of come into my little movie here, this one time, perfect example, this one time this guy approached me, right? And he started having this unnecessary conversation. Sometimes if I am bored, I will entertain it, but a lot of times I do not. So this specific time, I did not entertain it. So he started having this unnecessary conversation, and I said to him, "Are you buying my drink?" Like, you see me standing at this bar, kind of waiting because it's a little crowded, so I ain't got a seat just yet. But either way, "Are you buying my drink?" And he said, "Oh, well, that's all you're about? You just want me to buy your drink? Bitch, you want to have a conversation with me? You clearly see me about to order a drink that's probably about to come out of my pocket for the first one, at least until somebody else comes over here. But you want to have this unnecessary conversation. You want to take up my time, but you don't want to buy my drink. You asked me for my number, but you don't want to buy my drink. Make that make sense. Why am I about to invite you into my world with you having no intentions on, fulfilling my goal? My goal right now is I want a drink that I now have to pay for it. Okay. And you're standing right here trying to ask me for my number. It's giving broke. It's giving, if I give you my number, you're not buying the next one. You're cheap. And what that says about me is, I'm okay with that. And I'm not okay with that. So at the end of the day, Spirit is saying you won't attract it. And if you do attract it, they're going to be able to see that you're not about that life. You're not about that life. You're not going to care about anybody else's feelings because this is your movie. You're not going to care what anybody else thinks because this is your movie. Now, granted, I will give out my number. Like, let's say I'm walking on the street or something and somebody says, "Oh, girl, whatever, can I have your number or whatever?" I will give out my number. And I will let them call me or whatever. And I will like, and keep going. Because, it's dangerous out here in these streets. And I will block them as soon as I leave. soon as I leave. If they are in the same vicinity as me, of course I'm not gonna block them. I ain't stupid. I'm gonna let them think, we're texting buddies. And then when I get home, I never see you again, and you're blocked. Of course, you're blocked. You do not exist in my reality. Either way, how will your life change? You have the Four of Wands. Yes, don't forget to like the video, please. Thank you, love y'all. How will Taurus's life change? Seven of Cups. You have better options, Taurus. Okay? You have better options. So if you're seeking genuine love, that is the goal. And every time you talk to someone, as soon as you talk to a man, it doesn't have to be sexual. You're seeking genuine love. So you're seeking genuine friendships. You're seeking genuine, love offers. You're not entertaining anyone that wants to have a fling. You're not entertaining that. You're only entertaining the genuine love that is the goal. And that is the goal in everything, not just one. That is the goal in everything. Genuine love when it comes from a job. I want my job to love me. I want to love what I do. In a heartbeat, just blocked. You have the Four of Swords. It will appear like a dream. Yes, indeed it will. It will only appear like a dream. I had a vision of you and you are gone. Nine of Wands. See, Spirit said your life is going to change because you're not going to have to fight hard for it. It's going to become easy. Easy to attract, easy to gain. It's going to become so easy, you're going to now get bored and have to move on to a new goal. It's like when the billionaires have so much money and they get bored. Their movie was, at one point in time, to become the billionaire. They became the billionaire. Or however that happened, but let's say like new money. They became the billionaire. Now they got so much money they can buy whatever they want. And now they're bored. What do they have to do? Create a new goal. Okay, now I want to go to space. Now I want to buy, Twitter. Right? I got bored. My goal has always been any and everything that would allow me to become what I want to become. Now I have to find new experiences, like going in a Titanic ship. Not Titanic ship, but whatever that little thing was called. Going in a little space tunnel thing. Not space tunnel thing. Going in a little, I'm talking about, little underwater thing. Going in a little underwater thing, tunnel thing. Little box thing. It wasn't really a box thing. Little gaming thing. You know what I'm talking about? Put down in the comments. Going, damn it, somebody say it. Titanium. Submarine, damn it. Going in a little submarine. Why? Because you got bored. Everything was about your goal. You got so bored with the goal that you accomplished because it was so easy to attract that you said, I got to create a new goal. But let me show you the difference here too. Because had they vetted, like Spirit said, is telling you to do, they wouldn't have had their little dumbasses down there in that damn water. They would have vetted it and said, hey, this is stupid. Yes, I have a new goal in mind, but because I have a new goal in mind, I'm going to probably do it with the person that's more experienced. The person that doesn't have a lot of rejections under their belt. I'm going to go towards the person that is more experienced. So Spirit is saying, you have a goal. You need to vet everything. Person, place, and thing. You get a new goal. You need to vet everything. Person, place, and thing. Is this safe? Is this even safe for me? Don't just be out here creating goals and it's not safe. You have the Sun. Now, how your life will change, like I said, there's going to be a lot of new beginnings. There's going to be a lot of movies that's going to be coming up. But it's going to come up because everything is going to become easier and easier and easier, right? Easier. So money will continue to flow to you so easily. Every bill is taken care of, when it comes to your love life, that's taken care of. Now, let's just say I got, all the money that I want or that I can keep getting. It just keeps coming. It's flowing. I'm in the perfect position where I want to be. And my love life is in the perfect position of where I want it to be financially, because that's my goal. Now, what's my new goal probably going to be? Okay, now, this ain't it though, but I'm as an example. Okay, now I'm ready for babies, right? I'm ready for another child. Now, that is a new goal. That is what my star of the movie is going to be. So what's going to happen? Probably a lot of sex and stuff. And whatever other nasty stuff, you could do to make that happen. That's my focus. So think about the people that, okay, if sex doesn't work, they go into in vitro and stuff. That's like work. That's a lot of work, right? But you need the money to do that and everything else. But that's already taken care of because that was my goal. Now it just comes easy. Now my next goal is how to make a baby. That is the star because that is the goal. Now I either need to go find someone if I haven't already, or I need to figure out a way. That is now the star. What is your goal? So you're saying your life is going to change where you're going to get the foundation solidified. It's going to stand on its own, but you're going to get bored. And you're going to have to find a new goal. So understand, whatever your goal is now, you will make it there, but you're going to get bored. Okay. And if we take this last thing as an example, Tara, right? I had a goal. I wanted to get to this amount, this amount, this amount when it comes to subscribers. Eventually, what happened? It came so easy, I got bored. Okay. Not only did I get bored, I kind of went to my own stuff. But if we really want to be honest, I got bored. It was the same thing every day. It was always love readings or the same energy and the same. I got bored. I had to move on to something else. I had to find a new way to do things because the goal was already accomplished. It came so easy. It's nothing to gain a new subscriber. It's nothing. So I had to figure out something else. Okay, move on. So how will this call in new relationship? Nope. How will this affect those in your life already? Peter, good afternoon. How will this affect those in your life already, Taurus? I don't know what card that was going to be. Two of Pentacles, Strength. They're not going to know where to belong. They're not going to know what to do with you. They're not going to know. Hold on. Those in your life already are not going to know where they fit in. They're not going to know. This is where you're going to get your changing because you are. You're adapting or not adapting. You're turning your focus to what really matters. Where before, it didn't really matter. That's why you had these unnecessary friendships, these unnecessary relationships, whether with your family members or just other people, random people, right? They didn't necessarily have a box. Now they will have one where when you vet them, you will either kick them out or keep them. But if you keep them, you're going to place them somewhere because that means they're necessary for some type of reason when it comes to your goal. So, where is my sugar? Because you should have been charging. That way you don't die on me. Yeah, they're not going to know where they fit in. Some of them are going to be wondering what it is that you're up to and why haven't we spoken a long time? You haven't spoken a long time because you vetted or you're in the process of vetting. Some of you guys may not even realize you're in the process of vetting. You have the Magician because you're about to live a whole new life. A whole new life. The life you actually want. And like I told you, some of these people do not belong. They do not belong. When you're younger, you play with your cousins and everything else. Why? Because you're a part of somebody else's reality. You have to be included. But when you get older, those same cousins, you become distant cousins. Why? Because you're vetting. You don't belong in my college years. You only belong when I go home on the break. You know, you don't belong in the, life I'm living now. You don't belong. So where you once had a place, you no longer have a place. Ace of Cups. Kingdom, good afternoon. Jay, good afternoon. The World. The Empress. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You are vetting everybody, everything. Okay, Taurus, everything. And I want to reiterate again, you're vetting based off of your goal. If you create a new goal, you're vetting again. You're starting over. Because the foundation will not be able to stay solid if you do not vet. Because there's a lot of people, places, and things that will no longer belong. No longer belong. You're talking about, I want to be a housewife and everything else, but yet, or you're talking about, I want to be in a relationship. Hold on, stay with me. I want to find my husband, my wife. I want to be in a relationship, but yet you're working all these hours. What do we need to do? We need to vet our job. How am I going to find or allow somebody to find me if I'm working all these hours? My life goal, literally right now, says I'm all about work, no play. I want to travel the world, but I'm always working. What do we need to do? Vet. Because the goal is travel the world. The goal is the relationship. But the star of the movie is this job. That's not even the goal. Why is that the star of the movie? Either way. So yeah, at the end of the day, when it comes to those around you, how they're gonna be affected is basically they're gonna get the boot. And your goals are gonna become more and more centered and focused. You're gonna become more and more centered and focused on them. Fucking hurt, bitch. You stupid ass motherfucker. I don't know why the fuck you had to do that. And you could have let me lift my elbow a little bit more. Definitely could have. But nope, you wanted to let me hit my damn elbow. Because you knew I was going to hit my damn elbow. Wasn't fucking nothing funny about that. Stupid. Anyway. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How will this call in new relationships, Taurus? It's a beautiful. You got reinvention. Because see, you're going to be different. You're going to be different. You're not taking just anybody. You're not. And you're not staying in anything that doesn't make sense. This means with you vetting, you're not going to mind cutting it out. Right? Cutting out will no longer serve you. You're not going to mind cutting it out. So as soon as the goal changes, you're not going to mind switching up because hey, you have to switch up. You can't remain the same. You can't keep the same friendships. You can't keep the same relationships. You can't keep the same job. You're going to have to switch up. They're going to have to switch up. And if they're not switching up to fit where you need them to, then what do you have to do? Vet it, cut it out. You have received. How will this call in new relationships? You also have signs. If you hear my stomach growl, ignore it because I forgot to finish a little cheese Danish that I was eating. It got cold a little bit. I ain't really want it. Plus, it wouldn't have filled me up anyway. How will this help Taurus call in new relationships? King of Cups. 9 of Cups. You're going to get that emotional attachment. The pleasure senses. Okay? That little sacral chakra and stuff. It's going to be dinging. You're going to like the feeling. This is you getting the high. This is you getting a high. Okay, the Eight of Cups, Six of Swords at the bottom. This is you getting a high. You're going to get the high that you like, and you're going to want the adrenaline rush. You're going to like achieving it. You're going to like feeling it. Think about this. If your goal is the purse that you want, get closer to the purse that you want. It's $3,000 purse. You know that it's in the store right now. Yeah, you might not be able to afford it right now, but we're not focused on that. Okay? We want to get as close as possible to the type of things that we want when it comes to what it is that we want. So we want to get as close as possible to the millionaires, as close as we can, because that's the goal, right? So we want to go to the conventions. We want to get around certain type of people as close as we can get, damn it. As close as you can get. Even if it's watching for right now. You want to get as close into that room that you can get, is what Spirit is saying. Because you are bound to learn something. You're bound to meet people. Okay, people that you never suspected whatsoever. So these conventions, you want to be a gamer. What do you want to do? You want to go to the gaming conventions. Get as close to gamers, streamers, or whatever that you can get to. You want relationships. You want to go to those speed dating events or whatnot. You want to go to something local that they're having when it comes to singles. You want to go to those, but find the places that have what you're looking for. So men, women, whatever. Give my stomach a second to finish growling. Well, it hasn't started. Anyway, you want to get as close as possible. Spirit is saying you're going to get a high. You're going to enjoy it. And you're not going to want to walk away. You're not going to want to ever go back to dealing with the brokey because you got close to it. You're going to realize how you can easily, get it and keep up with it. It's going to help you to call in better new relationships because you're going to get as close as possible to it, and you're going to want to get closer and closer and closer. Now, don't sell your soul. Don't try to do anything and everything just to get it, okay? Because you're the star. You can call it in. You can attract it. You are the manifester, right? The magician, as above, so below. Because you want it, it can and will happen. So Spirit is saying you don't have to sell your soul to do it. You don't have to, invest too much to do it. It will happen. You just got to get as close as possible so you can see it. If you cannot see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. And that has been the issue with you. The goal is always forgotten because you cannot see it. So you need to find ways to allow yourself to see it. And when you see it, it will allow you to attract new relationships, right? It's not just with people. New relationships overall. It will allow you to attract it because you keep the goal in mind. You're able to see it. So if this is a goal that you need to physically see, you need to make sure you're in those doors. I don't care how much the ticket is. Go see it. Okay? Because sooner or later, you're going to get your money's worth from being able to see it, right? Because that dream is going to become more and more of a reality where, okay, you spent $500 on that ticket. Stay with me, don't lose me. You spent $500 on that ticket. Yeah, but you got to see it. So once you're able to see it, once you're able to see it, that money is nothing because now you got to network. Now you got to see that it's a reality. It's believable. And what did you just send out? What energy did you just send out to the universe? I love this. I like this. I want that to be me. I want more of this. And what is the universe going to send to you? A fulfilled wish. A fulfilled wish. But the universe ain't going to send nothing you can't feel. And the reason why you can't feel it is because you can't see it. Knight of Swords and Death. So where am I going to go? I'm going to go where the uppity people are. I'm going to stop entertaining the low-balling clubs that they only go up in there and they fake like they got the money popping bottles. And they, like everybody else know, 9 times out of 10, they ain't got it. They just like to showboat it. And if they do have it, they're not responsible with it. So they're not really going to be able to maintain the lifestyle that you desire. They popping it on everybody. And I need you to be popping it on me. Not everybody named mama. Queen of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay? You're going to see how it takes care of you. At the end of the day, you are selfish. I said what I said. How does it take care of you? How does it make you feel? I don't care about nobody else's opinion. When you go in that room, everybody may hate it. They may hate it. But you may be the one that loves it. Okay? And that's all that matters. As long as you love it, that's all that matters. We can go to an event right now. And, we walk into the event, you'll be like, not just you, I'm just saying, as an example. But you could be like, there was nothing but a whole bunch of selfish millionaires in there, and everything else. I didn't learn anything from there, and I didn't like it. And I would be like, I didn't learn a damn thing in there, but I love seeing that money. I love looking at that girl's ring. She said she found her husband, this way or whatever. I loved hearing that. But you're like, girl, why would you care about how I don't give a damn about what you think, okay? I enjoyed this part. I didn't care about nothing else because none of that really mattered to me. But I enjoyed hearing this part or something, right? First thing, how you're going to form these new relationships or how you're going to create these new relationships or have these new relationships is really based off of your fulfillment. You need to get as close as possible to the goal as you can. Find ways to get close to the goal so you can feel comforted by the feeling of it. You can't manifest without the feeling. You need the feeling. Okay, you need the feeling to attract it. If that feeling dies, you're not attracting anything. You're just existing in whatever already exists. You're going off of the feeling that you already have now, which means you're only going to get whatever you have now. And if what you have now is what you're lacking, what are you going to get? What you're lacking? Nothing. Damn it. Or on the repeat cycle, these damn X's and stuff. That's what you're going to get. Put yourself out there. Moving on. So, what's the middle ground? The confusion that will show up. My damn stomach. What's the middle ground or the confusion that will show up for Taurus spirit? My stomach. What's the middle ground or confusion? It's so beautiful. Fuck a confusion. If you fuck this up, Taurus, if you fuck this up, I'm beating ass. Look at that. This is the best card in the deck, especially when it comes to finances. But overall, anything. Great fortune. Great fortune. Great motherfucking fortune. What's the middle ground confusion that will show up for Taurus? You have playing it safe. You have dark thoughts. This gives me a cop-out. This gives me, well, that probably seems like too much work because I don't know how I'm going to get close to a celebrity. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get close to a celebrity. Understand, anybody could be a celebrity. Somebody gave them that title. And you know who gave them that title? Their fans. Their fans gave them the title. So, what can you do to get close to what it is that you want? Claim it. I am a celebrity. I'm already there. Right? You want to become a celebrity. You're going to claim you are a celebrity. The fans gave them motherfuckers, the title of celebrity. They gave themselves the title before they even became it. I'm the best at what I do. So, like even the the Cat Williams thing that's going on now, right? He said Steve Harvey gave himself the King of Comedy title. He said he's not the King of Comedy, but he gave himself the title. And what did everybody follow along with? He's the King of Comedy. Okay? Even though there were people out there funnier than him. He's the King of Comedy. Those celebrities gave themselves the title. And they believed it so much and told everybody it that everybody just fell in line with it. And Spirit is saying to you, you're already what you want to be. Yes, I said get into the doors so you can believe it, right? So you can make yourself known. You can make your presence known so everybody else can see it. And then, you can keep that same energy because everybody else is going to be calling you what you already call yourself. And that's why stay with me, don't lose me here. That's why Spirit said the importance of vetting people, because you need to get away from the people that will never see you as you see yourself. You said you are a celebrity, but people will always want to know you and remember you as what they knew you before. So I'm certain there are people that will only see Steve Harvey, no matter how much of a billionaire he is, or millionaire, I don't know what he is actually, or as famous as he is, as just little old Harvey, whatever his real name is, because I don't even think that's his real name. I don't really know. But they will only see him as that little boy that was growing up doing whatever else it is. He ain't nobody. Don't matter how much money he got. No matter how much no matter how famous he is, he will always be what he was. Beyonce, she will always be the little girl that was always singing down the. I don't really know. Okay, Spirit's saying to you, you need to claim what it is that you are, and this is why it is important that you need to vet everything. It needs to go. If it does not complete or feel like it should be included with your dreams, they need to go. They need to go. What do rappers do when they end up dying, randomly, or not even randomly, but they make the mistake by going back to their hood? Bitch, you was just gangbanging. Why are you going back to that place? Why? When you should have vetted, because your goal was already accomplished, or your goal was close to be accomplished. You had a goal in mind. Now you made it to your goal, you got bored. You said, hey, I'm gonna go back to the hood and I'm gonna go do what I was doing before. You didn't vet the fact that you can't go back. If you want to help, you're better off helping from afar. Send some money. Send somebody else that's there, that does the work, that's not rich, not famous, to go do the work for you if you want to help out. Okay? Choose one of those little local charities that literally can go through the hood and not worry about nothing because they famous or whatever. Either way, Spirit's saying you need to vet. You need to vet. Okay? You need to claim what you are already. You don't have to wait till you get there. Stay with me. Don't lose me here. When I first got into tarot and stuff, and I started telling people that I worked with at the time, what I was doing, they were like, oh, you're not a tarot reader. You're probably not even good at what you do. You don't even know what's going on. Well, read my palm and stuff. That is the number one thing I fucking hate. The read my palm type stuff. Bitch, what the fuck? But either way, I will block a person real quick. I walk away real quick on that one. Especially if I was interested in you, I now am no longer interested. Or the whole, you gonna put a spell on me? You gonna give me your money? That's the type of spell I'll put on you. Because I don't love you. I don't want the love. I'm not here for that. Do you got money that's even worth me trying to do a spell to even get your money? Because I don't want you, I want your money. But either way it goes. Basically, at the end of the day, people were basically like, you're not good at what you do, whatever else it is. What did I have to do? I had to claim that, yes, I am the best. I'm good at what I do. Okay? No matter what anybody else is saying about me, based off what they think they know, I am a tarot reader, right? And that's what I pushed. Now, what do you guys see? Stay with me, don't lose me. Because what I end up doing? Vetting out the motherfuckers. Okay? They got pushed out. I don't even talk to them. Don't even think that we even follow each other. And if we do, I don't even remember their names, right? They don't exist. I may exist in the world somehow, some way, maybe not. It is what it is. I don't care because they don't exist. But what now is being shared? I am a tarot reader, right? What do you guys believe? I'm a tarot reader. Okay, you may believe other things. I don't know if I can know. Crazy, something, which I am. But either way, that's what you guys see. That's what you guys know. Why? Because I vetted already. And if I want to change into being somebody else, right? If I no longer want to do this, I'm going to vet again, right? So if I quit doing this, stay with me, and I go to do something else, I'm going to vet again. What happens to those tarot readers that you've been watching? I know you come across at least one that said, I'm no longer going to be doing tarot readings. And they changed a whole channel into something else. You don't know that person, but what are you always going to remember them as? The tarot reader. What are the new people coming in are going to realize? Oh, they're the Christian, Oh, they're the, what do they be turning their stuff into? They're the guru of, books or whatever. They're the artist. They're the singer or such and such. Because they're vetting. They're in the midst of vetting. Why? Because their goal changed. They got bored. They wanted more fortune. So they're not able to gain that fortune because they're vetting. They're changing the whole channel, taking out all the tarot readings, changing their names, changing their bios, and that's the only thing they're coming as. And most likely, if you even mention tarot, you're probably getting blocked. Probably getting blocked. That's not everybody, but most likely, with the people that's really trying to get that thing pushed out, you're getting blocked. What do celebrities have when they need to clean up their dirt? They have publicists that clean up their dirt, right? Something pops up from their old Twitter account, the publicist comes through and does what? Cleans it up. Why? Because they need to vet it. That image of them, that old image of them needs to be gone. It needs to be gone. So they're going to end up doing the vetting. No confusion whatsoever. There can't be any confusion left there, is what Spirit is saying. Whatever you become is what you become. Whatever you want is what you want. There cannot be anybody that can mess up your new foundation that you're creating for yourself. That's why I don't like titles. So, granted, people may say, oh, she's just a tarot reader or she's psychic or whatever. I don't call myself that. Some people may say, oh, she's a witch. I don't call myself that because I'm going to be whatever I want to be at the end of the day. Whatever I want to be at the end of the day. You have lost. You don't want to lose it all by forgetting to vet. Don't forget to vet. Every time you have a new goal or whatever this goal is, Spirit is saying you need to vet. Otherwise, the foundation will crumble. You will lose it all. I said that in the beginning. I'm saying it again. You will lose it all if you do not remember to vet person, place, and thing. When you decide, I have a new idea. What may fuck up my new idea? What may distract me and fuck up my new idea? Who needs to get cut out now? You got the World, King of Pentacles. I don't give a damn. Not even looking. Ace of Swords again. Vet it, Taurus. Vet it. Cut it out. It does not belong. Stop taking unnecessary people, places, and things with you. Okay? Stop taking it with you. Stop allowing people to bring up your secrets and you sit there and you be like, yeah, that was me. Okay? We're going to ignore it. It don't exist. So now listen to me and listen to me clearly. Don't lose me here. Now, I will always own up to anything that I've ever done. All right? But if that's not the energy I'm in anymore, I'm not entertaining it. So how people are saying, and stay with me, how people are saying that, how Cat Williams went on his little thing, his little rampage or whatever, and he vented and told about what this person did, that person did, whatever else it is. Cool, it's entertainment. It's good. It's everything. And then how nobody came out and discussed that, they stole their jokes or whatever. They did that. What are people looking for? People are looking for them to, acknowledge that they're part of the, Illuminati, or they're doing this, they're doing that. They did an awesome job. Those people, Steve Harvey, I don't really know who else was mentioned. Okay, I forgot. But Steve Harvey and everybody else that was mentioned, Ludacris or whatever, they came out and they spoke a little bit on it. Cedric, I don't know what the fuck he said because I really wasn't paying attention that much. But them not speaking on what the public wants them to speak on, they did what you are supposed to do. Stay with me. Do not lose me here. You don't ever bring it up. The moment you bring it up is the moment you failed at vetting. That's when you're going to lose it all. Because what do? You bring it to the forefront where it does not need to exist because that's not who you are. That's who they were back in the day when they had a goal. That goal has since changed, right? They now have a new goal in mind. What did I say? The publicist is doing what? Damage control. If we speak on it, it now exists. It will never die. We will always be held to who we used to be and not who we are now. So basically, at the end of the day, Spirit's saying, don't you speak on it. That's not who you are. You're not going to speak on it. You're vetting. And if you did all that work to get to where you are now, why would we even discuss what we did back in the day? Unless it's necessary. It's not necessary, because right now it's just word of mouth. I don't care if you can prove it. You won't be able to hold me accountable to it unless I give it the energy. And I won't be giving it the energy. So you could sit here and show videos of me in the club stripping or something else. You could literally show the cheeks and everything. And I will still be looking at it like, that's not me. But I ain't going to tell these motherfuckers that's not me. And I'm not going to tell them that it is me. I'm going to let them believe whatever they want to believe, because I'm going to let this die off soon. This is a moment. And this moment is going to die off. How many moments have died off before? If we look at Steve Harvey now, there are a lot of things that have come up around him. I forgot about the Miss America little thing, and I think it's Miss America, until now. And I'm going to forget about it again after this. Because now what are we focused on? Steve Harvey stealing jokes. Why? Because Cat Williams said it. Publicist cleaned it up. You clean it up. It doesn't matter. Stop speaking on it, because that's not who you are anymore. When you get a new goal in mind, we are not speaking on old things. Not speaking on it. Because the moment you give it energy, the moment you give it life, the moment you are now the star of that movie and no longer the star of the movie you want. So we can say they're stupid for not talking about it. We want the entertainment. That's why they're stupid for not talking about it. But no, they're being smart about it. I wouldn't speak on it whatsoever either. Call me out, whatever. Let me find a way to profit from it before I mess up my pockets. Because my goal is money. So I'm going to find a way to profit before I mess it up. I'm not giving you a free interview. That's not going to happen. Well, my goal is money. Okay? I start talking about it, it's a free interview. Cat Williams, he more than likely got paid for that thing. Why am I about to come on Cat Williams' internet at this point and start talking about what he said without money in my pocket? I'm not about to do that, because my goal right now is my finances. The Tower. Spirit said, do not destroy yourself with old thoughts, old ways. That's why, once again, it is important for you to vet. I done gave many examples. Whatever your goal is and whatever your new goal changes to, it is important that you vet. It is important that you get those NDAs. Aren't they called NDAs, or are they called DNAs? Well, they're not DNAs. NDAs, non-disclosure associates. I don't know what the A stand for. NDA, non-disclosure assignment. I don't really know. I don't know. But that's why it's important for you to vet. Okay? Before you take someone on, let's say, vet. Okay? Vet. It is important for you to vet. That's why Spirit said, before you create a new relationship, before you go after that new goal, do these people fit my new goal? Will they open their mouths? Okay? Will they tell the world about me? And you know how you could do that? Like, there has been plenty of times, but I'm going to tell you this one occasion, right? And it was a girl that was a Taurus. I met her off this channel. We ain't cool no more. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. But basically what happened was, we had gone out one night. I met this one guy, things probably could have worked out between us if she didn't interfere the way that she did. I'm not going to tell everything because I don't got time for it. I just need this example. I typically don't tell people what I do for a living, because in that moment, that's not my goal. I'm not about to tell you what I do because I'm vetting you to even see if you even need to know that information. But at the time, you don't need to know that information, so I'm not about to tell that information. So we went out, and this has happened quite a few times. I hate when people start running their mouths before I even say something. Like, if you don't see me saying it, why are you talking? So either way, he was asking me a bunch of questions, and I guess she was feeling left out, but bitch, we're not talking to you. Okay? Don't you see me doing what I do? But either way, so I was talking to him, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked him about what he does for work or whatever, or something. He said it was in school, blah, blah, blah. And then She interrupted, and why she needed to add this information, I don't really know. I actually do know, and you can probably think about it yourself. But she was like, oh, she does tarot readings and she does blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at her like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up. Because why do you feel like you have to include that? Why are you not talking about you? You know why you're not talking about you? Because we're not talking to you. But either way it goes, I hate when people open their mouth with unnecessarily. I don't need anybody to speak for me. If I wanted that information to be known, I would have said it. But this is my fault for not vetting also. But hold on. Give me a minute to bring it back. Hold on. Okay. She ended up opening her mouth and telling him what I did, right? He didn't care. He didn't care. And I already knew I can clean that up real quick. But either way, he didn't care anyway. But in her mind, she wanted to destroy whatever connection we were about to have or we were currently having. Because in her mind, oh, well, people don't like tarot readers. People don't like psychic people. Men don't typically like that type of stuff. So let me go ahead and fuck up what she got going on because I'm jealous. Okay. I'm very envious about what she got going on right now. So because I feel a certain type of way about myself, I'm going to go ahead and try to destroy her. And this is why I tell you it is important to vet. So when you try to move on to something new or whatever current goal you have, if you have not vetted already, you need to vet. Because she could have messed up whatever I had going on. Because I brought her along thinking it was something else. Little did I know, she likes to talk. Okay? She likes to talk. Granted, I really didn't care even if he did know. But I typically don't tell people what I do for a living. I just move around it. Or I tell them like a consultant or something and move around it. But she could have literally screwed up whatever I had going on. Imagine this was a business deal, right? And we've been friends, we've been kicking it or whatever. We've been friends for years. It doesn't matter. But I know she likes to talk. I'm not bringing her around. In the moment I feel like I can't trust her, I can't bring her around, why is she still in my life? Because yes, I may not bring her to this meeting, but she may end up at another one. She may find out too much information that she should not find out. And because I know she likes to talk, I need to vet her and I need to remove her because she won't fit the lifestyle that I'm going into now. Nobody's going to want to be around me. Let's say, look at the celebrity parties. I'm not saying that I would or whatever, but I'm saying it as an example. Look at the celebrity parties. They don't want nobody around them that's going to end up talking, right? Because what do people like to do? Talk. They don't like, I can't be invited because they know I'm going to come with such and such. So I'm no longer invited. So what do I have to do? I have to vet. You have to go. Or I'm not going. I have to change my goals, right? But if I change my goals, I'm not changing my goals for me. I'm changing my goals because of them. Not because of me. My morals or whatever my morals are. But I want my goal to match up to what it is that I want, not what somebody else needs from me. So, to clear up any mistakes for the future, Spirit is saying vet these people. If you know one day you are going to be a celebrity because that is what you call yourself now, you need to start clearing and cleaning it up. Now, not later. Queen of Wands. Non-disclosure agreement. Okay, take care. In the King of Swords. Clean it up now. Clean it up now before it catches you later. Because someone is bound to find out. And when they do find out, you want your life to be looking a whole different way where they won't even think that you could even do something like that. Okay? They don't even think that you would even live that type of life or whatever. They don't even think whatever they think or could possibly think. Anyway, let's move on. So we have two more. What's your messages from your future self? What's Taurus's messages from the future self? You have abused. You are being abused and need help, or you are the one doing the abuse. Vet it. Clean it up, Taurus. You got smudge. Cleanse your space, phone, self, person, place, and thing. Excuse me. What's Taurus's message from the future self? Nope. Catfish. Someone's not who they appear to be, and you won't be. Okay? You won't be. You will be putting on a show. This is your stage, Taurus. You will be putting on a show until you become it. Any and everybody can get it. Any and everybody can get the boot. You will be putting on a show until you get it. Until everybody around you only knows you as you want them to know you. And we will not be going around family and friends, or at least family, that call you anything but. The Ace of Swords. Life is good. A lot of people don't like you for it, but life is good. You make your own choices. It's your life. You got the Five of Swords. This gives me win at all costs. But it's only a win at all costs because, you got to step on some people to get there. You got to let go of some people to get there. People that you may care about. But it may not work out for you. You're going to quit a lot of things is what Spirit is saying. You're going to let go of a lot of things. You're going to lose a lot of things. And not lose, but you're going to lose a lot of things. Like as in, you may lose some of these connections you have now. No contact or whatnot. And hold on, stay with me. Remember when I start off in the beginning about God's rejection is God's protection? So watch the reading back if you haven't seen it. When I say lose, Spirit is going to reject a lot of these things that you think are good for you, that you think you want. Because remember, you're not the only one vetting. Spirit's going to have to do it because you don't know any better. You don't know any better. Superman, good afternoon. You don't know any better. So you're not going to be the only one vetting. So now when you get that rejection, it does not work out. That is Spirit vetting for you because you haven't learned it yet. You don't know how to do it. But Spirit knows what it is that you want. You have the Empress. Because you're ready. Okay, you're always ready. You're always ready. I told you, if you have the dream, you are it already. You just got to step into it. Allow yourself to step into it. That is your new role. This role that you are in now or were in the past has ended. You're stepping into a new role. So Spirit is clearing out space, even if you're not doing it. Some of the things you can control and you know what to cut out, and some of the things you do not because you cannot see it, but you ask for it. So therefore, it will be vetted for you. So you will get those rejections. Allow them to be what they are. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to fight for it because if it was meant for you to be yours, you would have it. Stop trying to fight for it. Stop trying to fight for that friendship, that relationship, that job. Stop trying to go back to it. Some of you guys already went back. Spirit already vetted it by telling you to leave it. And you went back to it. Spirit vetted it. You didn't vet it. You know why I know you didn't vet it? Because you went back to it. You went back to that old person. You went back to that old job. You went back to whatever you went back to. You went back to it. And Spirit's saying, I vetted it. That's why you weren't there anymore. That's why you had the desire to leave it. Because I vetted it. And because that's why Spirit said, I vetted it. Hold on. Because all of you were getting all the signs that you should leave that job. You weren't leaving. So I got you fired. Or I made you leave. I made you get so uncomfortable that you dipped up out of there. Now, you got bored and you lost sight of your goal that you went back. You went back to that relationship. You went back to that job or whatever else it is. Stop going back. That was your first rejection. Two of Pentacles. Judgment. You have arrived, but you've always been here, Taurus. You've always been here. The Tower. You've always been here. The Hierophant, your card at the bottom of the deck. You've always been here. You have arrived. You have always been here. You have always been who you needed to be. You are always prepared. You are always ready. Same thing, sort of. But you have always been who you needed to be. The Spirit's just saying you need to claim it. It's not false. Okay? Nicki Minaj. She wasn't a celebrity. She claimed herself to be a celebrity, and therefore she created the name for herself. So technically, she's still a catfish, because in other people's worlds, she's not a celebrity. Somebody out there does not even know who Nicki Minaj is. No matter how famous she is in your world, somebody out there does not know who she is. Somebody, believe it or not, out there does not know who Michael Jackson is. Believe it or not, does not know who Michael Jackson is. Somebody out there, believe it or not, does not know who Simone Biles is, apparently including her husband. Okay? Which we all know that is a lie. But, there really is somebody out there that does not know who she is. There's somebody out there that does not know who I am, and they just tripping. But no matter how famous I am in my head or whatever, somebody out there does not know who I am. And, that's factual, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. But either way, that does not negate, I think that's the word I'm looking for, but I gotta Google the definition. That does not negate or does not take away from the fact that I am who I am, or she is who she is, or he is who he is, right? It's just someone out there doesn't know it. They had to create that. The father created the Jackson 5, claiming they are the celebrities. He could have been a celebrity, but he didn't believe it, right? He lost sight of the goal, and he made his children the goal, right? He didn't believe it enough. He didn't get around it enough. So therefore, he got to now live through his children. Spirit is saying at the end of the day, your future self is saying at the end of the day, you are going to be whatever you allow yourself to be, whatever you claim yourself to be, whatever you allow others to call you, right? And I say whatever you allow others to call you, because if you're close enough earshot away or eye shot away to see it or hear it, you haven't vetted properly. Because if there's anyone around you that you're able to physically see or physically hear, call you anything but what you claim you are not vetting properly, because why are they there? They have nothing to do with your dream, nothing to do with your goal. They are starring in your movie, and they are bringing your movie down. They're bringing your ratings down. You're not even going to hit box office. And it's box office? I don't fucking know. But it's going to be it today. You're not even going to hit box office, because they're going to bring your movie down. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. You're not even going to want to appear in the movie. You're not even going to want to show up for rehearsal. You're not even going to want to show up for your lines to be read. You're not going to want to show up for nothing, because they're bringing your mood down. They're changing the narrative. They're changing the storyline. And what are they doing? They're creating their own movie that you are starring in. You don't want to be in that movie. So at the end of the day, your future self is saying, you are going to be who you say you are. And if anything goes against what you say you are, it needs to be vetted and it needs to be cut out. Now, let's move on to your last message here, because I got a phone call to make before I start Leo. So why does Spirit need you to have this reading? It's so beautiful. You have new vision. Sorrow. A lot of you are living a lie, and an unnecessary lie. And I say the lie as in, how do I say it? An unnecessary lie. A lot of you guys are struggling unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. A lot of you guys are broke unnecessarily. A lot of you guys are depressed unnecessarily. But all of that goes down into the reason why is because you are living a lie. You are not living your truth. You are fighting against your truth, and you are allowing the world to dictate it for you. There's so much money out there. If the billionaire is able to get more money and more money and more money, or we're able to create more millionaires, more millionaires, more millionaires, why are you broke? You know why you broke? You're giving yourself the title of broke. You keep claiming it. You ain't about to sit here. I don't care how much money I got in my bank account. I do not care. I'm swiping that card. Okay? I could be down to my last $5.99 because that's how much it is at Starbucks. And don't be judging me, okay? I'm going to sit here and say this right now. Don't be judging me on my little Starbucks run, okay? Because we not all out here privileged to know how to cook, okay? Or make our own little drinks and stuff. So you separate me from whatever boycott and shit y'all got going on, okay? I can't keep bringing up every little thing. First, got to boycott Chick-fil-A. Then I got to boycott fucking McDonald's. And then I got to boycott Starbucks and everything else. And then I got to boycott the clothes that I wear. Look, everything out here in this world is killing us. I only get one life. I'm going to do what I want to fucking do. But either way it goes, like I was saying, I'm still going to get my little $5.99 together, okay? Even if I got to scrape up the change from the car or something on the floor that I probably dropped on the floor. And I'm going to get my little Starbucks run going on, basically, at the end of the day. But one thing I'm not going to do is call myself broke, because I'm not. I got that little $5.99. And Spirit going to bless me with it tomorrow, too. Okay? Stop calling yourself what you are not. Stop allowing yourself to live in somebody else's world. Right? A lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, exactly, but take it how much resonate. You're following the train. You're following the train of what everybody else is doing in society. How do they get it? That's how I got to do it. It's not going to work for you. Okay? Even when it comes down to this boycotting thing, you believe what you want to believe. Okay? We're not here for that. I just need it as an example. A lot of people that's choosing to boycott don't even know why they're doing it. Okay? Don't even know why they're doing it to begin with. They're just doing it because it's a thing. That's the world they're choosing to involve themselves in. But a lot of you guys are following standards that you don't even know why you're following these standards. It doesn't even align to you. It's not even who you are. But you have yet to figure out who you are because you're following somebody else's standards. You're following somebody else's program. Spirit's saying you got to stop lying to yourselves. You're not broke. You're not ugly. Okay? Look at some of these celebrities that probably, by somebody's definition, would be ugly. But then they got money. And then now they look good. You know why they really look good? It's because they got money. That's why they really look good. It's not about the clothes. Because they could have found, decent clothes before and still look the same way. It's not about the clothes. It's not about their appearance. It's really about the money makes them look good. That's it. The Birkin looks just like another regular purse. It's the money. It's the title that goes along with it. Those Stanley cups that everybody keeps going after, I realized last night, or was it this morning when I was sitting in the car? And I thought about it. I have my little Starbucks points, and I've been saving them because I want the cups, right? I want the cups. Stay with me. Don't lose me here. But all those points that I've accumulated, I could have got food. I could have got, my little, I don't drink the coffee from there. I just drink the little strawberry lemonade thing. Acai, because they were trying to correct me. I said I want the strawberry lemonade. Damn it. But I realized today, I've been saving my points so I can get the cups. And a lot of people are like, what's the hype about the Stanley Cups? I don't get the hype about the Stanley Cups. A lot of those people that probably are in line waiting for those Stanley Cups are hoarders. That's the hype. It's not the cup. It's the hoard, right? It's the hoard. I only want the Starbucks cup so I can hoard it. I have no interest. I have Starbucks cups in the house right now. Don't even use them. Still new. Probably haven't even washed it. Just sitting there in the cabinet. Why? Because I'm hoarding. That's the hype. Okay? That's the hype. So those Stanley Cup people, they may not even realize that they're hoarders, but the reason why they want those cups is because they're hoarders. It's the name, right? So for some people, it's the name. For some people, it's the feeling they get behind it, right? It's not going to be important to everybody because it's not their reality. It's not the movie. It's not starring in their movie. There's not a need for it. But hold on a minute. Stay with me because I'm kind of going everywhere. The Birkin. That purse is just like any other purse. Why is it able to charge that much money for that purse? Or why do people want it so much? It's because the name that someone has given it and everybody has ran with it, right? Everybody has ran with it. So some people want the Stanley Cup because the name that travels with it. Somebody gave it that importance, okay? Marketing. Hell of a good marketing system they got going on. I don't even know where the Stanley Cups even came from. They just came out of nowhere. And maybe they existed forever, but not in my reality, right? So it's like Spirit saying, you have to stop lying to yourself and giving yourself a false title and give yourself the title that you know you deserve. I don't care about who feels you don't deserve it. You deserve it. And as long as you think you don't, you will never have it. You have integration. My hands. You got the fish. Your net worth it is not determined by the world. It is determined by you. From somebody else's point of view, you could have no money, but you are the happiest. And they sitting there wondering, why are you so happy when you ain't got no money in your bank account? It's not determined by somebody else what your happiness level is going to be. It's not determined by someone else how much money you're going to have in life. Okay? Millionaires get called all the time. They get called out all the time because they don't spend their money the way that somebody else feels they should spend their money. Why do you deserve more money? What's going on with what's the girl in The Color Purple? Taraji. What's going on with her now? She's saying how she doesn't get a lot of money. And what do people say? Oh, well, you're already a millionaire. You don't need no more money. Why do you need to get paid more? We're all struggling out here in the world, putting their projections of what they feel about themselves onto her. Spirit is saying, you're not capped off. You're not capped off ever. If you want more money, you can have more money. Somebody else's belief does not, matter. It should not matter ever. How much money you're getting, how much money you gain, how much happiness you gain, how many trips you take, how many jobs you work, how many businesses you have. You can have more if you want it. You can have 50 businesses, and if you want 51, you can have 51. But Spirit is saying, you got to stop telling yourself. The reason why you needed this reading is because you have been telling yourself what you are not. You have been lying to yourself. You have been deceiving yourself, or you have been allowing other people to deceive you and tell you what you are not capable of. There is a lot in the universe. You can attract how many, whatever it is that you want. Okay? That little bit of money that you just got from that scratch off, you can get more if you want it. You can get more if you want it. Okay? That good man that you just got a relationship with, you can get another. That good woman, because, hold on, I won't say this, especially because I'm raising a son, and ain't nobody gonna ever tell my child this, okay? But my men too, okay? Because I know a lot of women like to throw around that, you ain't never gonna find another woman like me. You will find a better one. You will find a better one, okay? And I'm gonna tell my son this, so I'm gonna have to tell you this. You will find a better one. Don't let anybody in this world, men and women alike, okay, tell you you're not gonna find better, because you will always find better. And the moment you feel like you're not gonna find better is the moment you will not. But you know why you will not? Because you believe that. You tell yourself that. You allow yourself to believe what somebody else told you. You believe that there's only one of them out here, which there is, but there's always someone better. There's always someone better looking. Now, when it comes to me, I'm a 10 out of 10. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no care what nobody say, okay? But I'm not going to be everybody's type, and I'm okay with that. But in my world of my movie that I'm starring in, you ain't never find nobody better. If somebody said, okay? You never find nobody better. Nobody's ever going to be like me. But in your world that you starring in, you will find somebody better. But not in my motherfucking world. But in your world. Not mine. But your world. And in my world over here, don't nobody beat me when it comes to what I do. In their world, they got that. In my world, I'm the best of the best. And I'm always the best of the best. Okay. But either way, Spirit needs you to know that for that. Why else did you need them to know this? You have the heart. Yes, don't forget to like the video. Please make you love y'all. You have island. You got the 4 cups. 10 of Wands, because you've been dealing with unnecessary things, creating unnecessary traumas, creating unnecessary situations, unnecessary doubt, unnecessary struggles. You know why your refrigerator is empty? Because you don't believe that you can afford more food. You don't believe you can find another job. Because you believe you can't afford more food, you're not going to see the jobs that's available to you. You're not going to see the way that you can call in more money, because you keep saying to yourself, I can't afford more food in this house. I can't afford these clothes. I can't afford a new car. I can't afford a new house. I can't afford. You just keep sealing the deal, the fate of your life. The world just keeps sealing it. And every time you go into a new chapter of lack, you are not the celebrity that you want to be, because you won't ever claim it. Because I got to put in all this type of work in order to be a celebrity. There are people I ain't a celebrity. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay. But in my own little way, my own little way. But there's people on TikTok who, their song blows up because they told themselves they are a celebrity, and that's how they carry themselves. But then you see the celebrities, hold on, stay with me, don't lose me. You see the celebrities that look at the TikTokers as, oh, they're not celebrities because they didn't do what I did, or whatever else it is. But yet you're still doing the same thing as the TikTokers, right? You're still promoting your music on TikTok, right? So why are they not a celebrity now? You're doing the same thing. They're doing shows, you're doing shows. Whether it's as big as you or not, eventually they're going to get there. The more they believe that they are who they say they are, the faster they're going to get there. So if you want to be loved, you are already loved. You are already loved. Just remember, people love in different ways. So let's say if somebody screamed at me or whatever else it is, and I want to be loved, I'm not going to tell them, oh, I'm not going to tell myself they hate me. Nobody ever hates me. I'm going to be delusional as possible. They screamed at me because they love me. I'm never going to tell myself the opposite. I know what it is. I know why you screamed. But I'm not going to tell myself that because I don't want the universe hearing that. But I'm going to vet you, and I'm going to go ahead and get you out. Because I know I can't keep you around, because if I told myself that and the universe heard that and I kept you around, what is the universe going to give me? More people to scream at me, and that's what you're not about to do. So I'm going to be delusional, not stupid. You have the Queen of Cups, Five Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Four Pentacles underneath that. We're done. Anyway, so why did Spirit want you to have this message? Just give me one last second. So when you finally make this dream, this goal, the bigger picture, right? When you finally make it your focus, you don't allow anything to interfere. You don't allow anything to come in that takes your attention away from the goal. Relationship-wise, stop being in love with love, damn it. Some of y'all are in love with love. Stop being in love with love, because being in love with love will allow people to treat you any way they want to. Because you are in love with love, you are now the star of their movie and not yours. Not yours. The star of your movie says, I don't give a damn if they want something from me. If I'm not getting it, they aren't getting shit from me. Right? And maybe the star of your world, literally, in your world, you are only the receiver. And it is what it is. I'll just be careful with the karma when it comes to the universe. Okay? But it is what it is. If you are only the receiver, then you're only the receiver. But you better be careful, like I said, with the laws of the universe. You better start giving, damn it. But if that's it, then that's it. That's what it is. But Spirit is saying, I wanted you to get this message so you didn't keep allowing things to interfere with your goal. People, places, and things. Nobody else's opinions matter. Nobody else's life matters. What's going on in their world goes on in their world. It doesn't go on in yours. So I'm going to bring this boycott back again. I don't want to discuss it. I just need it as an example. But what's going on in my world, I don't see what the fuck is going on out there. I don't watch the news. I don't keep up with it on the TikTok. My TikTok look different than yours. So yes, the boycott thing comes around because I be liking the Starbucks videos because I be going to Starbucks and stuff. I just recently saw the McDonald's one, and look, I cannot participate in all this drama stuff going on in this motherfucking world because the world don't pay my bills. Either way it goes. Because like I said, I don't want to discuss it. I just need it as an example. What goes on in my world, I don't see the same thing that goes on. Like, I'm not obsessing about, what's going on in another country or whatever else it is, because I got shit going on right here. So this is where my attention goes to, the little box right here. Does that stop anything that's going on right here? When and if it does, that's when my attention will go here, right? Because I don't see anybody right here worrying about the fact that, are you going to eat tomorrow? Are you going to be able to take care of your kid? Are you going to be able to do this, that, and the third? What's going on with you? How do you feel? What traumas have you experienced? How are you going to heal that? There's not a lot of that going on over here. So I'm not taking myself out of my little box, my little bubble, okay, and going into somebody else's. If that's what they want to concern themselves with, then that's what they concern themselves with. But what they should do is come right back into their little box bubble, like Spirit is telling you. You have dreams, you have goals that cannot exist outside of you. Cannot exist outside of you. And you have to let go of whatever should not exist in your little world. Otherwise, it's going to keep you out in the cold. And it's going to take you forever and ever and ever, like it has already been, because how old are you now, to become or gain whatever it is that you want to gain or become. Stop focusing on things that do not matter. And I'm not saying that they don't matter, and I'm not saying that you have to be heartless in any type of way, but I'm saying it does not matter in the aspect that you will not get any closer to what it is that you want, worrying about any and everything that somebody feels is important. That means you will stop everything you're doing to get to where you are, drop whatever it is that you're doing to go to them. Why? You're saying their problem is more important than mine. I come last. And Spirit is saying you cannot come last. You can't feed a damn person in this world if you don't take care of you. Okay? If you don't become that celebrity that you claim you're going to be, you can't take care of nothing. Nobody will even listen to you because they'll be looking at you like, who are you? Right? Or they'll be looking at you like, I already know you. Why would I listen to you? Right? You need to worry about vetting and doing what you need to do in your life. Concern yourself with yourself, not everybody else. Anyway, y'all.